partly due to the internet, and partly due to the negative aspects of humanity. Innocent or nonsensical signs and symbols are often co-opted or changed to fit the hateful agenda of different groups, according to the Global Extremism Symbols Database. Anything from numbers to religious symbols have been taken by hate groups and twisted to fit their beliefs. These symbols also include hand gestures, including the OK hand sign. It's such a known symbol of white supremacists that a recent DC United soccer trainer was fired for it. So, read on to find out what happened with DC United, and what the OK hand sign means to these groups. Why did the DC United soccer team fire a trainer after making a hand gesture on July 21st? According to NPR, the DC United soccer team announced that they fired their athletic trainer because of a hand sign he made in a photo that was published on their social media platforms on July 20th. The head athletic trainer, who made the discriminatory hand gesture, is Red Whitney, per the Associated Press (AP). The official statement made by DC United and Major League Soccer (MLS) said that they have a zero-tolerance policy for hateful actions. No matter how small, there is no place for racism, homophobia, misogyny, or discrimination of any kind in our sport and world, and DC United do not tolerate any acts of this nature. The statement read in a different case, also reported by the AP, to players Taxi Fount, as and Nigel Robert Haw were put on paid administrative leave due to an investigation by MLS for possible violations of league policy. It's unclear as of now if these two incidents are related. What is the OK hand sign? The discriminatory hand gesture Whitney was fired for was the OK hand signal, according to NPR Sportsman, or posted the alleged photo, which shows the fired head athletic trainer flashing the OK hand sign down low, in between his legs, as he sits in what looks like a group photo. This is the hand gesture, where someone's index finger and thumb connect to form a circle. Sometimes people will use this gesture to peek through, like a magnifying glass. Other times, it can be used to pinpoint something in the distance like the sun, a boat, or something else. It's most commonly used to gesture OK, like a OK or gotcha, without using words. With that said, Whitney flashing the sign down low in a group photo is a weird place to use the OK hand gesture. Right? Well, not if he meant it in the discriminatory way he was allegedly fired for. Why is the OK hand gesture not okay to use anymore? You might be thinking to yourself, that's an odd reason to fire someone. Potentially thinking that the OK hand sign is not a discriminatory gesture. However, like all good things, people have spoiled the meaning of this once wholesome gesture. The Southern Poverty Law Center reported in 2018 that many white nationalists and trolls were using the OK hand sign as a white power symbol. Proud Boys and other white supremacist and right-wing groups started flashing the gesture on TV, broadcasts, or in photos, in a sly way of sharing this hateful message. And with its growing popularity among these hate groups, NPR reported in 2019 that the Jewish civil rights organization, the Anti-Defamation League, added the OK hand gesture to their hate on display database, which includes symbols meant to signal hate or discrimination, according to Oren Siegel, who was the director of ADL's Center on Extremism at the time. He is now the vice president for the Center on Extremism. The misappropriation of this hand gesture started on the outskirts of hateful internet chat rooms, like 4chan and 8chan, but has now spread to more white supremacist groups to twist the gesture's meaning in a more mainstream way in those cases where there's more underlining meaning. I think it's important for people to understand that it could be used, and is being used, for hate as well. He said about the decision to add the symbol to their database, a majority of people still use the OK hand sign to just mean OK, as it was intended. And Siegel pointed this out. This is especially true within the deaf community, who use hand signing to communicate so? As Siegel said, context is always key and care should be taken into whether you're seeing a discriminatory hand gesture, or if it's someone trying to convey their thoughts, as one parade reader pointed out. The OK hand sign is used in American Sign Language as the sign for the letter F and the number 9. So, for the deaf and hard of hearing community, this gross misappropriation of the OK sign is particularly harmful. It truly stinks that an innocent hand gesture from childhood, or from playing sports growing up, meant to reassure us or give us the go-ahead, has been taken to mean something so hateful. But it's a two-sided coin. It's important to know when symbols are corrupted so that you're aware of hateful undertones if someone flashes it in a particular way. But it's also important to remember that some people have no choice but to use the OK hand sign in their daily life. Whoever said knowledge is power was onto something indeed.